Why is it that at night you lose control? You tell yourself you're going to snack and somehow you're back in the kitchen again. That's not a lack of discipline. That's your physiology working against you. And there's something incredibly simple that you can take before bed that will help you feel full. It will stabilize your blood sugar. It will shut down those late night cravings. It's just 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk. Now stay with me because this is where it gets powerful. Psyllium is a soluble fiber, and when it hits water, it forms a thick gel. And when you drink it, that gel expands in your stomach. It slows digestion. And here's the problem most people don't realize. When your food moves too fast through your system, your blood sugar spikes and then it crashes. And when it crashes, your brain sends one message. Your body is constantly working for you even when you are asleep. Every cell, every organ, every system is designed with one goal: to heal, to repair, and to restore balance. But here's the truth most people overlook. What you do before bed can either support that natural healing process or completely sabotage it. Right now, many people are struggling with stubborn belly fat. They try everything: strict diets, exhausting workouts, even expensive solutions, but they miss one of the most powerful windows of transformation, the hours when the body is in its deepest state of repair. While you sleep, your metabolism doesn't shut off, it shifts. It becomes more focused, more intelligent, more targeted. And if you give your body the right signal before bed, it can begin to unlock stored fat, especially around the belly. There is something incredibly powerful about simplicity. Not another complicated routine, not another overwhelming plan. Just one small intentional action. 1 teaspoon of the right natural ingredient before bed can send a signal to your body that it's time to reset, to detoxify, and to start breaking down stubborn fat. Why does this matter so much at night? Because your hormones are at their most sensitive state. Insulin levels, cortisol levels, growth hormone, all of these play a major role in whether your body stores fat or burns it. And when you consume the right thing before bed, you help stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and create an internal environment where fat burning becomes easier and more efficient. Think about belly fat for a moment. It's not just about appearance, it's often a sign of deeper imbalance, stress, poor digestion, toxin buildup, and hormonal disruption. So if you want to truly reduce it, you must address the root cause, and that's exactly what the simple nightly habit begins to do. There are natural substances that have been used for centuries, known for their ability to support digestion, boost metabolism, and gently detoxify the body. When taken in small amounts, especially before sleep, they can enhance the body's natural fat-burning processes without shocking your system or creating dependency. This is not about forcing your body. This is about working with it. Imagine this. While you are resting, your body begins to process nutrients more efficiently. Your liver becomes more active in detoxification. Your digestive system resets. And your fat cells, particularly around the abdomen, become more responsive to breakdown. That's the power of aligning with your body's natural rhythm. Consistency is where the magic happens. One night won't change everything. But night after night, you are giving your body the same message: heal, burn, restore. Over time, that message becomes stronger. Your metabolism adapts. Your energy improves. And slowly, that stubborn belly fat begins to respond. But here's something even more important. You must remove what is blocking your progress. Late night sugar, heavy processed foods, and stress can completely cancel out your efforts. You cannot expect your body to burn fat while you are feeding it confusion. Give it clarity, give it simplicity, give it support. Hydration also plays a key role. Many people underestimate how dehydration affects fat storage. When your body lacks water, it holds onto fat as a protective mechanism. So even this simple teaspoon habit becomes more powerful when combined with proper hydration throughout the day. And let's talk about inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of belly fat. It slows down your metabolism, disrupts hormones, and makes it harder for your body to let go of stored fat. Certain natural ingredients have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. When consumed regularly, they help calm the body, reduce internal stress, and create an environment where fat loss becomes more natural. This is not about chasing quick results. It's about building a system that works for you long term. Something sustainable. Something simple, something your body actually understands, because your body doesn't respond to extremes. It responds to consistency and balance. Another key factor is sleep quality. Deep restorative sleep is one of the most underrated tools for fat loss. When you sleep better, your hormones regulate more effectively. Your cravings decrease. Your energy increases, and your body becomes more efficient at burning fat. So this 1 teaspoon is not just about what it does directly. It's also about how it supports better sleep and recovery. You have to start seeing your body as an intelligent system, not something that needs to be forced or punished. When you nourish it correctly, Even in small ways, it responds in powerful ways. This is about trust. Trusting that small, consistent actions can lead to big transformations. And yes, there are modern solutions that promise rapid results, but often they come with side effects, costs, and long-term consequences. Nature offers something different, something gentle, yet effective. Something that works with your body instead of overriding it. The beauty of this approach is that it fits into your life. It doesn't demand hours of your time. It doesn't require extreme discipline. It simply asks for awareness and consistency. 1 teaspoon, 1 moment of intention before bed. That's it. Over time, you may notice changes beyond just your waistline. Better digestion, more stable energy, improved mood, clearer thinking. Because when your body starts to come back into balance, everything improves, not just one area. This is your reminder that transformation doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Sometimes the smallest habits create the biggest shifts, and when you align those habits with your body's natural rhythm, you unlock a level of efficiency that most people never experience. So tonight, instead of ignoring this opportunity, take a moment. Prepare that simple teaspoon. Give your body the signal it's been waiting for, and allow it to do what it was designed to do: heal, restore, and transform from within. The human body is designed with an incredible built-in ability to heal, restore, and regulate itself, and one of the most overlooked opportunities to activate this power happens during sleep. While most people think that fat burning only occurs through intense workouts or strict dieting during the day, the truth is that why so? Our body shifts into a highly specialized metabolic state at night. During these hours, it becomes more focused on repair, hormone balance, and energy redistribution. If you understand how to support this process, you can turn your sleep into one of the most powerful tools for reducing stubborn belly fat. When you fall asleep, your body doesn't simply shut down. It transitions into a mode where growth hormone levels increase, which plays a major role in fat metabolism and tissue repair. At the same time, cortisol, the stress hormone, ideally begins to decrease, allowing your system to relax and focus on recovery. Insulin sensitivity also improves when your body is not constantly processing food, which creates a more favorable environment for burning stored fat rather than storing more of it. This is why what you do right before bed becomes so important. It sets the stage for how effectively your body will perform these functions throughout the night. A simple action such as consuming 1 teaspoon of the right natural ingredient before bed can act as a signal to your body that it's time to optimize these internal processes. This is not about overwhelming your system with large amounts of food or supplements. In fact, the body often responds better to small, concentrated inputs that it can easily recognize and utilize. This small dose can help stabilize blood sugar levels, which is critical because fluctuations in blood sugar can trigger fat storage, especially around the abdominal area. By keeping blood sugar steady, your body is less likely to release excess insulin, a hormone that promotes fat storage. In addition to blood sugar balance, certain natural ingredients contain compounds that gently stimulate metabolism without causing stress to the body. Unlike stimulants that force your system into overdrive, these compounds work by enhancing the efficiency of your existing metabolic pathways. They may support the liver, which is a key organ in fat processing and detoxification, or improve digestion so that nutrients are absorbed more effectively and waste is eliminated more efficiently. When your digestive system is functioning properly, your body doesn't need to hold on to excess weight as a protective mechanism. Another important factor is inflammation, which is often a hidden contributor to belly fat. Chronic low-grade inflammation can interfere with hormonal signals and slow down metabolic processes. Certain natural substances have anti-inflammatory properties that can help calm the body from within. When inflammation is reduced, your cells become more responsive to signals that promote fat burning and less resistant to insulin. This creates a metabolic environment where stored fat, particularly in the abdominal region, becomes more accessible as an energy source. The timing of this simple habit is just as important as the habit itself. Taking it before bed aligns with your body's circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle and influences hormone release. When you work with this rhythm instead of against it, your body becomes more efficient in everything it does, including fat metabolism. This alignment helps ensure that the beneficial compounds from that teaspoon are utilized during the hours when your body is most receptive to repair and regeneration. Consistency transforms this small action into a powerful routine. One night may not produce noticeable changes, but repeated over days and weeks, it sends a consistent message to your body. This repetition helps train your metabolism to become more efficient and responsive. Over time, your body begins to anticipate this support and adapts by improving its ability to burn fat and regulate energy. This is how small habits compound into significant NT results, it's also important to recognize that this approach is not about replacing all other healthy behaviors, but rather enhancing them. When combined with balanced nutrition, proper hydration, and quality sleep, this simple nighttime habit becomes even more effective. Each element supports the others, creating a synergistic effect that amplifies your results. For example, better sleep leads to improved hormone balance, which reduces cravings and makes it easier to maintain healthy eating habits during the day. What makes this method so powerful is its simplicity and sustainability. It doesn't rely on extreme restrictions or exhausting routines that are difficult to maintain long term. Instead, it integrates seamlessly into your daily life, requiring only a moment of intention before bed. This ease of implementation increases the likelihood that you will stay consistent, and consistency is ultimately what drives lasting change. Over time, as your body begins to respond to this nightly signal, you may notice gradual reductions in belly fat, along with improvements in overall energy and well-being. These changes are a reflection of your body returning to a state of balance where it can function as it was designed to. By supporting your body in this natural way, you are not forcing it to change, but allowing it to do what it already knows how to do more effectively. Most people approach belly fat as if it is simply the result of eating too much or moving too little, but the reality is far more complex. Belly fat is often a visible symptom of deeper internal imbalances that develop over time. Hormones, inflammation, digestion, and stress all work together behind the scenes, influencing how your body stores and burns fat. If these systems are out of balance, no amount of extreme dieting or exercise will produce lasting results. This is why understanding and seeing the root cause becomes essential for real transformation. Hormones play a central role in determining where and how your body stores fat. Insulin, for example, is responsible for regulating blood sugar levels, but when it is constantly elevated due to frequent sugar intake or poor eating habits, it signals the body to store excess energy as fat, particularly around the abdomen. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is another major factor. When stress levels remain high for long periods, cortisol encourages fat storage in the belly area as a survival mechanism. At the same time, it can break down muscle tissue, slowing your metabolism and making it even harder to lose weight. Then there is leptin and ghrelin, the hormones that control hunger and fullness. When these hormones are disrupted, often due to poor sleep, stress, or processed foods, you may feel constantly hungry or never fully satisfied. This leads to overeating, especially cravings for high-calorie, sugary foods that further contribute to fat accumulation. So even if someone is trying to eat less, their body is working against them, sending signals that make it difficult to stay consistent. Inflammation is another hidden driver of belly fat that many people overlook. Chronic inflammation can be triggered by poor diet, lack of sleep, environmental toxins, and ongoing stress. When the body is in an inflamed state, it becomes less efficient at burning fat and more likely to store it. Inflammation also interferes with insulin sensitivity, making it harder for cells to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. As a result, the body stores more fat, particularly in the abdominal region. Reducing inflammation is not just beneficial for fat loss, it is essential for overall health and long-term balance. Digestion plays a key role as well. If your digestive system is not functioning properly, your body cannot efficiently break down food, absorb nutrients, or eliminate waste. This can lead to bloating, sluggish metabolism, and increased fat storage. Poor gut health can also affect hormone production and immune function, creating a ripple effect throughout the body. When digestion is supported with natural ingredients that promote gut health, the body becomes more efficient at using nutrients for energy instead of storing them as fat. Stress ties all of these factors together. In today's fast-paced world, many people live in a constant state of stress without even realizing it. This chronic stress keeps cortisol levels elevated, disrupts sleep, affects digestion, and increases inflammation. It creates an internal environment where the body feels threatened and responds by holding on to fat, especially around the belly. Addressing stress is not just about mental well-being, it is a critical part of achieving physical results. This is where natural, supportive approaches become so valuable. Instead of forcing the body into rapid change, they work gently to restore balance. Certain natural ingredients contain compounds that help regulate blood sugar, reduce inflammation, support digestion, and calm the nervous system. When these elements are introduced consistently, they begin to correct the underlying balances that contribute to belly fat. For example, some natural substances can improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to manage blood sugar more effectively. Others have anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce internal stress and support cellular function. There are also ingredients that promote healthy digestion by nourishing beneficial gut bacteria and improving the breakdown of food. When these systems start to function properly, your body no longer feels the need to store excess fat as a protective measure. What makes this approach different is that it focuses on cope, ration rather than control. Instead of battling your body with extreme measures, you are supporting it with what it needs to function optimally. This creates a more sustainable path to fat loss, one that does not rely on temporary solutions or unsustainable habits. It's important to understand that real change takes time because these imbalances did not develop overnight. Hormonal disruption, inflammation, and digestive issues often build up gradually, and restoring balance requires patience and consistency. However, the advantage of this method is that the results are more stable and long-lasting. As your body becomes healthier internally, it naturally begins to release excess fat without the constant struggle. Another benefit of addressing the root cause is that the improvements extend beyond just physical appearance. As hormones balance, you may notice more stable energy levels throughout the day. As inflammation decreases, you may feel less discomfort and more mental clarity. As digestion improves, your body becomes more efficient and resilient. These changes reinforce each other, creating a positive cycle that supports both health and fat loss. By shifting your focus from quick fixes to internal balance, you empower your body to work with you instead of against you. This perspective changes everything because it moves you away from frustration and toward understanding. When you give your body the right support, it responds in ways that are both powerful and sustainable, gradually reducing belly fat as a natural result of improved overall function. Most people believe the transformation requires dramatic change, strict discipline, and overwhelming effort. But the truth is often the opposite. Lasting results come from small, consistent actions that align with how the body naturally functions. Where you focus on simple habits and repeat them daily, you create a foundation that your body can rely on. Over time, these small actions begin to shape your metabolism, your energy, and your overall health in ways that feel natural rather than forced. The body does not respond well to extremes. Sudden, aggressive changes like crash dieting or overtraining can actually create stress within the system. This stress leads to hormonal imbalances, increased cortisol levels, and a slowdown in metabolism. In many cases, the body responds by holding on to fat even more tightly, especially in the abdominal area. This is why so many people experience short-term results followed by frustration when the weight returns. The body is simply trying to protect itself from what it perceives as a threat. Consistency, on the other hand, sends a completely different message. When you introduce a simple habit like a small supportive action before bed and repeat it every day, your body begins to adapt. It recognizes that it is safe, supported, and no longer under stress. This allows your metabolism to function more efficiently, your hormones to stabilize, and your energy systems to become more balanced. Over time, this creates an internal environment where fat loss can occur naturally without resistance. Aligning your habits with your body's natural rhythm is another key factor. The human body operates on a circadian rhythm which influences everything from hormone production to digestion and energy levels. When your daily routine supports this rhythm, your body becomes more efficient in all its processes. Eating at appropriate times, allowing your body to rest at night, and introducing supportive habits before sleep all contribute to this alignment. When your body is in sync with its natural clock, it performs better without requiring excessive effort. Hydration is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop. Every system in the body depends on water to function properly, including metabolism and fat burning. When you are dehydrated, your body becomes less efficient and may even hold on to excess weight as a protective response. Staying properly hydrated supports digestion, improves circulation, and helps your body eliminate waste more effectively. This alone can make a noticeable difference in how your body feels and functions. Clean, balanced nutrition also plays a major role, but doesn't have to be complicated. Instead of focusing on restriction, it's more effective to focus on quality and balance. Whole, natural foods provide the nutrients your body needs to function properly, while reducing processed foods helps minimize inflammation and hormonal disruption. When your body receives consistent, high-quality fuel, it becomes more efficient at using that energy, rather than storing it as fat. Sleep is often underestimated, yet it is one of the most critical components of sustainable fat loss. During deep sleep, the body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and regulates metabolism. Poor sleep disrupts this entire process, leading to increased cravings, reduced energy, and a higher likelihood of fat storage. By prioritizing quality sleep and supporting it with calming, consistent habits, you create a powerful environment for transformation. What makes small habits so effective is their ability to compound over time. Each day may feel insignificant on its own, but when repeated consistently, these actions build momentum. This momentum creates lasting change because it becomes part of your lifestyle rather than a temporary effort. You no longer have to rely on motivation or willpower because the habit becomes automatic. This approach also reduces the mental burden that often comes with trying to change everything at once. When you focus on one simple action at a time, it becomes manageable and sustainable. You are not overwhelming yourself with unrealistic expectations. Instead, you are creating a system that works with your life, not against it. This increases your chances of long-term success because it feels achievable rather than exhausting. Another important aspect of consistency is trust. As you repeat these small actions and begin to notice subtle improvements, your confidence grows. You start to trust the process and your body's ability to respond. This shift in mindset is powerful because it replaces doubt and frustration with patience and belief. When you trust the process, you are more likely to stay consistent, and consistency is what ultimately drives results. Over time, these small habits begin to influence other areas of your life. As your energy improves, you may feel more motivated to move your body. As your sleep improves, your mood and focus become more stable. As your digestion improves, your body feels lighter and more efficient. These changes reinforce each other, creating a positive cycle that continues to build. Simplicity is the key to sustainability. The more complicated a routine becomes, the harder it is to maintain. But when something is simple, it becomes easy to repeat, and when it is easy to repeat, it becomes part of your daily life. This is where real transformation happens, not in moments of extreme effort, but in the quiet consistency of small, intentional actions repeated over time. By aligning your habits with your body's natural rhythm and focusing on consistency rather than intensity, you create a system that supports long-term success. Your body begins to respond in a way that feels natural and sustainable, gradually releasing excess fat while improving overall health and well-being. This is not about quick fixes or temporary results, but about building a lifestyle that allows your body to function at its best. Day A. Fair day without resistance. Everything you've learned comes down to one powerful truth. Your body is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally when you understand how to support it. Belly fat is not just something to fight, it is a signal, a message from within that something needs balance, care, and consistency. When you stop chasing extreme solutions and start working with your body's natural rhythm, everything begins to change in a way that feels sustainable and real. This journey is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing the right small things consistently. That simple teaspoon before bed is more than just a habit. It's a signal of intention. It tells your body that you are ready to support it, to give it what it needs to heal, restore, and function at its highest level. And when the small action is combined with better sleep, proper hydration, balanced nutrition, and reduced stress, it creates a powerful system where fat loss becomes a natural result rather than a constant struggle. Over time, these small efforts build momentum. Your hormones begin to stabilize, your metabolism becomes more efficient, your digestion improves, and your energy increases. The stubborn belly fat that once felt impossible to lose starts to respond, not because you forced it, but because you removed the barriers that were holding your body back. This is the difference between temporary change and lasting transformation. You don't need complicated routines or overwhelming plans. You need awareness, patience, and consistency. Trust the process, trust your body, and stay committed to the small habits that align with your health. Because when you do, you are not just changing your body, you're upgrading your entire life from the inside out. Start small, stay consistent, and let your body do the rest, because real transformation begins the moment you choose to work with you. Our body, not against it.